So what's going on, guys? My name is Violent. Welcome to GRIZZombies. This is patch 1.18 for Infinite Warfare Zombies. We got quite a few really great changes happening, and it starts with the bounties. We're going to talk about the bounty reset. You can clutch yourself 90 keys this week. That's right, a ton of keys, and also 500 salvage in case you need to unlock some variants out there. I'm going to go ahead and read the general fixes while you watch me complete my bounties for this week. There's a fix for the Protus and the ERAD shotgun alternatives not tracking towards contracts. And I believe that's a multiplayer change. A fix for a bug with all hybrid sights and SMGs losing hipfire reticles and switching between hybrid sight modes. All players would gain access to the M2187 and Protus summer variants via supply drops and allow the variant to unlock the base weapon. There was a fix for scrolling issues while in the MK2 section menu of the Quartermaster. Now that's all I'm going to harp on for the general fixes, because you can earn even more keys if you complete your contracts, which are like bounties for multiplayer. The Joint Ops contract, 5 wins was for me, but it's 50 keys. Add that to your 90, you got quite a few supply drops. Now there are quite a few glitches still in Attack of the Radioactive Thing. As you can see here, the Brute is quite glitched. I got a few different scenes you can look at here. Unfortunately, the formula glitch was not looked at during this patch, and I'm really upset about that. A lot of solo and 3-player co-op are having their game stalled. The main Easter egg's not working. But the G-Rail is a new weapon. This is an assault rifle. It shoots just like an LMG, and I have not got to play with this. What we're going to be taking a look at is something called the Stallion 44, and it's a pistol. And I did get gameplay of this actually on Attack the Radioactive Thing. This thing is a 44 Magnum, Rick Grimes at its finest. This thing is pure sex. I highly recommend you get your hands on this sucker. And we're going to be taking a look at some really good gameplay here. You got to get it out of the magic wheel. That's number one thing. There's going to be some tips here that I'm going to be telling you, because with this thing not pack-a-punched, it sucks, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. Don't be like me and try to take on an actual brute with this sucker, because you will go down, you will die if he gets too close, and somehow going through this teleporter, it screwed me over. But you might be curious why my Stallion 44 is shinier than usual. I mean, this is not what the base weapon actually looks like. I do have a camo applied. I wanted it to look like the M1911 from Kino der Toten, and it really gives off that vibe. I really dig it. Now, single pack-a-punch is okay. I mean, you're still going to run into problems every now and then with it not doing enough damage, so if you can get those alien fuses, I'll have a link in the description box below if you don't know how to double pack-a-punch on this map. This is DLC 3, and I didn't want to get this footage on any other map, because this is where everyone's at right now, and this took me a lot of time to actually get this weapon out of the magic wheel. Now here's what I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend you get Change Shoes. If you haven't ever tried this perk, I'm going to show you what it does and why it's really good with the Stallion 44, alright? It does different effects with headshots. And so when you can get headshots, you can actually set zombies on fire, you can set electricity to them and stop them in place, and then you can actually shoot their heads. This is an awesome perk for this weapon. If you guys didn't catch my clip earlier in this video, I do 3-shot a Krog, a Brute Krog, and you can see here it takes out these Krogs in nearly 1 shot, almost every time, depending on where you hit them. So by picking up this weapon, you're not going to lose. It's a win-win-win all around. Now I'm going to use this as my secondary. A lot of the time I do like this weapon a lot, and I do think I found my secondary finally. I mean, I've been searching through all these weapons trying to figure out what's going to go good with the VPR. As you guys know, a lot of my gameplay features the rainbowed camo, and I'm a huge fan of that because it looks really damn good. It's not even an animated camo. It simply just sticks out really well and gives off a really positive vibe, and that's what I'm all about, alright? Having this camo on as well on the Stallion 44 as well, it brings a really positive vibe to the scene, and I'm really digging it. Now, I wish I could have brought you gameplay of the assault rifle called the G-Rail, but I just could not get it out of the magic wheel. Just to get this, the Stallion 44, took me 70 grand the first game, and I didn't even get it. I had to start a second game, and in that second game it cost me another 20 grand, and that's when it finally dropped, okay? When I died the first time after I got it, I was pissed. So I did have to go into a third game, and that's what you're seeing here is my third game trying to get this footage, but we finally got it, you know, I'm not complaining. This is actually a really fun weapon to use, and I enjoyed my time with it, you know. Something you'll notice is as I'm ranking up this weapon, what's going to show is a sniper rifle, but it does say the Stallion 44. I don't know why they have that as the display model for the weapon, but it seems like that's what's happening, and I do want that to be fixed because it does look like shit. This is a pistol, not a sniper rifle, you know what I'm saying? Since we've got a little bit of time, let's go ahead and talk about what else changed. There were just some new calling cards, camos, weapon accessories, and gestures put into the mix, so you will be seeing more of that. I mean, on top of the 600 that already came in December, if you remember in December 2016, they completely screwed up the looting system for Infinite Warfare. 600 supply drops, and since that time they've only been adding more, so your chances do suck at what you want to get when it comes to accessories for your weapons. Now don't take that as I'm talking crap about the game. I'm not. I'm just stating facts and reacting to it as anyone else would. And when you see the facts, everyone has a right to feel a certain way. Whether you hate it or love it, you got to respect all opinions. And that's what I try to do my best, especially when we get hate comments. I do appreciate you guys dropping hate comments, believe it or not. It does help the integrity of the game. The game itself is not perfect. I do cover a zombies mode that's pretty much broken right now. I'm not sure what Infinity Ward's going to do because, to be honest, Attack the Radioactive Thing's been out for quite some time. Now, how can solo players and 3 players still be running into problems when they're going to attach their formula, mind you, the final formula after you've completed all the rest of the formulas, and you can't apply it to the bomb? Maybe you've experienced this before, but I'm very aware that this is a big problem. I preach it on Twitter all the time, and if you want to add to the conversation, feel free to reply to anything that I'm putting at Lee Ross, because we need to put on the pressure. Now, my Twitter is at GRIZZ Viollent. You can follow me over there. That is the best place to continue the conversation after the video. I've been doing patch notes now for quite some time. I've been around since IWZombies, at least on YouTube, so I do have a lot of input when it comes to these patch notes. I cover them day in and day out, and I test this through my gameplay. You'll see that mostly every gameplay that I post is new gameplay. The only ones that aren't, mostly when I talk about the boss round. But I hope you guys will subscribe and appreciate the information I bring to you guys each and every single day. And I'll see you out in the field. Viollent out.